Hi everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been keeping up with the latest tech headlines, you've probably heard about an app called T, an anonymous dating review platform for women that's gone viral over the past few weeks. It's positioned as a safety tool, where women can warn others about bad experiences with men they've dated. Sounds empowering, right? But as an HR professional, and as someone who has spent a lot of time thinking about workplace risk, compliance, and people strategy, T raises a long list of questions. Because once you start mixing anonymous public reviews, screenshots of private conversations, personal photos, and real names, you're not just talking about dating anymore. You're talking about defamation, employment liability, harassment claims, and reputational risk, especially when what happens outside of work starts bleeding into the workplace. So in this video, we're breaking down what the T app is, how it works, and why it presents a unique set of legal and ethical dilemmas from an HR perspective. Whether you're a people leader, an employee relations professional, or just someone who works in a regulated industry, this conversation matters. Let's get into it. First, let's cover the basics of the app itself. T is an invite-only app exclusively for women. Its primary function is to let users anonymously review men they've dated, matched with, or interacted with online. Posts can include first names, age, city, photos, including screenshots from dating apps or texts, and written commentary. The app also provides access to tools like reverse image search, background checks, criminal record searches, and phone number lookups. Now, to be clear, T isn't a workplace app. It's not like Glassdoor or Blind, but it's caught fire on social media because of how boldly it surfaces red flags in potential partners. Women are using it to warn others about cheaters, liars, manipulators, men with criminal histories, men who exhibit abusive behavior, or even just guys who ghosted them. Posts can range from detailed, serious allegations to casual opinions about whether someone is worth texting back. And here's the kicker. The men being discussed don't have profiles. They don't get notified, they don't get to respond, and they can't see or dispute what's written unless someone shows them. Everything is happening anonymously, but publicly. That's where the HR concerns begin. Let's say someone gets named on the T app. Their first name, location, dating profile screenshots, and allegations about emotional abuse or inappropriate behavior are out there. The post goes viral. Screenshots are shared. And one of two things can happen. 1. That person works for your company. 2. That person used to work for your company, and now you're dealing with the aftermath. From an HR standpoint, this introduces massive reputational and operational risk. We live in a world where off-duty conduct can absolutely become a workplace issue. If an employee is accused of something serious on a public platform, that can impact morale, culture, and team safety. Coworkers may feel uncomfortable, ask for investigations, or request to no longer work with that person. Depending on the nature of the allegations, you might have to act. But here's the issue. T is anonymous and unverified. There's no due process, no way to confirm what's true or false. So HR is left trying to navigate a viral post without any hard evidence about something that happened off hours and possibly years ago. It's not that different from when a tweet goes viral or a video surfaces of someone behaving badly in public, but it's harder to investigate. There's no formal complaint, just a growing narrative and pressure to do something. Now let's flip the script. What if someone is falsely accused? Defamation law protects individuals from untrue public statements that harm their reputation. If a T-post falsely accuses someone of assault, harassment, or even just dishonest behavior, and it causes that person to lose their job or miss out on opportunities, it can absolutely become a defamation case. From an HR standpoint, this is especially concerning if the person accused is employed with you. The person accused is a former employee who's applying for a new role, or the person making the post is a current or former employee of your company. Suddenly, you're in the middle of a legal storm. And if company-owned devices or accounts were used to post something defamatory, even off hours, liability may shift toward the organization. This is particularly sensitive in industries like tech, law, finance, or healthcare, where character and trust are central to professional credibility. Even beyond legal liability, there's the human cost. False allegations, no matter how viral or how quickly retracted, can devastate someone's personal and professional life. As HR professionals, we need to be prepared for how these stories may surface in background checks, performance reviews, or employee disputes. Now let's talk privacy. Many posts on T include screenshots from dating apps or private conversations. And while those might be obtained legally, sharing them in a public forum can cross ethical lines fast. Especially when images are used without consent. Some women are posting men's full names, their children's names, their workplaces, and their locations. There have even been reports of doxing, posting personal information with the intent to shame or harass. For HR, this raises red flags around digital harassment, cyberbullying, workplace retaliation. Let's say someone gets posted about on T and their coworker sees it, shares it, and starts talking about it at work. That's gossip. That's public shaming. That could qualify as a hostile work environment, especially if it affects someone's ability to feel safe or respected at work. Even if the company had nothing to do with the original post, we still have a responsibility to maintain psychological safety on the job. That means educating employees about boundaries, privacy, and the risks of spreading unverified claims, even if their intentions were good. Now, one of the more controversial features of the T app is that it's for women only. Men are not allowed to sign up, even to view what's being said about them. This has sparked a heated debate about gender equity, digital ethics, and potential discrimination. Some argue that it's a necessary space for women's safety. Others say it's legally problematic. The lack of access could violate anti-discrimination laws depending on how it's used, especially if it's influencing hiring or professional reputation. Let's go there. What happens if a hiring manager sees a T post about a male candidate and decides not to move forward, based solely on an anonymous, unverifiable story? That's not just unprofessional, it's potentially illegal. Whether intentional or not, relying on gossip apps to make employment decisions is a dangerous game. And if the app were ever found to host content that disproportionately targets or harms men, there could be legal challenges ahead under equal protection or bias statutes. So what can HR professionals do about all this? Here are 6 concrete steps to manage the risk. Update your social media and off-duty conduct policies. Be clear about what employees can and can't do when posting about co-workers, clients, or company matters, even on anonymous platforms. Create a process for investigating viral reputational issues. It's not enough to say, "Not our problem." If an employee's conduct outside of work is impacting morale or company reputation, you need a clear, fair protocol to follow. Train managers on how to handle digital rumors. Teach them not to react emotionally or jump to conclusions, and to always refer concerns to HR. Respect due process. Just because someone's name is trending on a review app doesn't mean they've done something wrong. Avoid snap judgments. Avoid mob mentality. Investigate fairly. Support employees who are targeted. Whether the allegations are true or false, people need support when their private life becomes public. That might include EAP services, mental health resources, or just space to talk. Monitor evolving trends. Apps like T aren't going away. We need to stay ahead of the curve. What starts as dating drama can quickly turn into workplace crisis management. At the end of the day, the T app is a reflection of a broader shift. People are using digital platforms to protect themselves, tell their stories, and hold others accountable. That's powerful, but it's also messy. And as HR leaders, we live in that mess. Our job isn't to pick sides. It's to balance safety with fairness, privacy with transparency, and humanity with compliance. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to check the links in the description box for resources, referrals, and partner links that support workplace wellness and legal clarity. And if you have thoughts about this app, or you've seen it show up in your professional life, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.